Umitirangba ka jalami kaliaw Conrad ke sangma ula Kyntait iki jingkynnoh boloden banta banpha iki bor pulet jingkynra ya Rimpu Bagan ka suba ketem auria hatura ya kabala deitra do MDC ka BJP natura u Bernard and Marak menhaka arwar trek naitung arja arwar u Conrad ulo ong baki pulet kilabut dien laslam bat kilabentip ya u swaben lek kynra ya katai ka jaka hakaba ula patha bakadei bat ya ikat kum ki kendon an ula pentip bo Bernard and Marak adien ka jingkwat ki pulet kilo kemi u na Uttar Pradesh ha ka janmit ka arful trik naitung arjar kwar bat ki pulet ka jela ki dang hiar banwan lampat ya u satura Kuman syukudo bo Bernard ula keno baka jingkynra ya ka Rimpu Bagan ka dei ka buj sain pertai dau mentrang ba ka jela namar ka jingtieng yo rem hakal kishan emily arjar arpulai
I have been very clear from day one that whatever has happened as per procedure, has happened as per the law, and has happened as per evidence. So they have followed all of this purely from a policing point of view and a law point of view. And at no given time has there been any interference or any kind of suggestion from my side on what should or what should not be done regarding this particular operation and this particular the operation that was done. I was informed that this kind of operation will happen, and even when I was asked, I only told the officials that whatever you do, kindly make sure that the law and the procedure is followed, and whatever action is taken, it should be evidence-based. So I've been very clear from my intentions and also my entire directions from day one, and have never interfered with the process that was followed. Regarding any kind of instructions, it's just I found it and sounded very ridiculous that even a person would think that I would make a statement like that. I have been very clear from day one, even when we had different kind of law and order situations out here, that my number one concerns have always been the lives of our people. So therefore, whoever the person may be, the law should take its course, and whatever has to be done should be done in a legal process. And to answer your question very bluntly, there is no question of me ever giving any kind of order in that manner.
See, it's up to you and the BJP, the NPP in the coming election.
I don't, in fact, it's a question that is something that I don't wish to in fact answer, because that's really something that one is trying to bring out to justify in one way this whole situation and try to counter the situation in one way. Election will be elections, and whatever has to happen will happen. I don't think there is any need for anybody to connect that dot with this dot, because as I said that this has been based on large number of complaints that have come from the society at large, including the public, the villagers, as well as NGOs. When the final aspect of statement of individual who was sexually assaulted multiple times in the premises, when those statements came out, the police started doing their job, and that was a long time back. They started monitoring things so that they were able to gather enough material to be able to do what they had to do. Even in those moments, I never had any intention to intervene or influence the case in any way, and my stand remains. And as I said, the question of connecting the dot of elections and this is completely unnecessary is what I feel.
Sir, Bernard is arrested. Bernard is arrested in Uttar Pradesh. If you can tell us more details.
I've just informed about half an hour back that the DGP had called me saying that the concerned individual has been picked up, and now he'll be brought to Tura. Now, I think if you look at the evidence, I don't think it requires too much of thought to really come to a conclusion on what was going on inside, because the evidence that was found, the kind of activities that were going on, and the kind of statements that are coming out now from individuals is clearly reflecting that definitely there was something fishy going on inside. And as I said, I don't want to go into details. It's not my my responsibility to speak about that right now. As I said, the investigations are going on, so let the SP and others speak. But what I'm trying to tell you is that whatever any party may say, this has nothing to do with politics. This has nothing to do with any kind of candidature or any kind of individual contesting against anybody. This is purely on the basis of what was going wrong inside there, purely on the basis of the evidence and the statements that have been given by the people, and also purely on the basis of complaints that have come in. So therefore, they may try to divert the entire issue and try to politicize it, but let me assure each and every one that the evidences that have been collected are very strong, and there's a very strong case. The DGP had given a very strong statement last time. You've recorded that. So I don't see any reason for any of us to go into that aspect, and I would appeal to political leaders that in situations like these we must understand what is happening and try to do what is correct. And in these kind of activities is something that will ultimately lead to affecting our youth of the state. So one has to realize that and be responsible in whatever position you are, to realize that these kind of things cannot just go on like that. And as I said, that is enough proof and evidence to show that activities which are not right were going on inside there. So that's all I have to say. I don't want to really politicize this. I think there's been too much of politics around this issue. The core issue is that the evidence was found. There has been statements that have been recorded, and enough process and all the details have been done to conclude that there's a very strong case, and the court also has given a non-bailable warrant against it, which means that there's enough evidence of the different kind of activities that were going on in there, and there's no need to politicize this issue. Well, I don't know that, because that's the police will have to answer that question. As I said, I have not been involved in the day-to-day monitoring or functioning of or the inquiry into this case. But I would think that the police also felt that if they just go in, then they will be asked, how come you went in so early? So if they had gone in early without doing the homework, then they would be asked, why did you go in early? Now when they do their homework and go in, then people say, why did they go in so late? So I guess it could be read either way. So really, I don't want to comment on that. But I would understand, and from the way the police has operated in this, and whatever little bit of input I got, is that they wanted to ensure that everything, monitoring was done. They have been following this case for a long time. They have been monitoring different aspects. I don't want to share all those aspects because, as I said, it's not my area to talk about that. I think the SP will share with you, or the DG will share with you at the right time on how the monitoring was done, how the follow-ups were done, and come to the conclusion that that was the right time to move in. So that's a police matter. I am not in the right position to talk about that, but I'm guessing that would be the procedure, and they would have to collect sufficient evidence and intel to be able to move into it like that. But I think what is important to note is that it has been done, and it is something that, as I said from the beginning, that a lot of complaints have been coming in, and based on all of these facts and evidences and procedures, and as per law, action has been taken. I don't think there's any threat as such to the government as such in this issue. That's not the point at all. And as I said, I'm not trying to be too divert this issue, but really there's no need to politicize this issue. I think everybody knows that, and everybody who's seen the evidence and the facts knows that there is a lot of evidence that is there, and hence I urge everybody that this should not be politicized. Let the police do their job.
Sir, we have seen BJP's press statement. So is it that the relation between BJP and NPP is going to be strained due to this?
No, I don't think so. I think BJP also will see that there is merit in what has been done, and as I said, the police has done its homework in detail after collecting a lot of intel. I'm sure that the leadership of the BJP also will see that, and they will realize that whatever is being done as per law and as per evidence that was collected.